Guys, this is the third video, so I'm excited. I'm logged on for dance. This is a third video because I wanted to film this because I have like a little bit of time before dance. If you hear sound, that's because Sam's in the room and he's being cute and happy. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Okay, this is all about my vocal lesson. I just had it. I'm very excited because I might be able to do them every week. Because my parents paid for this one. And basically, I did math. And the fact that I did math during the summer, like, that's saying I want this. Because of me and math. Well, me and educational stuff do not happen really during summer. Or I have like a rule where when it's summer, or it's my time not to learn. It's my time to focus on what I love to do and learn that stuff. But when it's math and reading, that whole stuff, no. That's safe for the school year. Hey Sam. I love you, baby. He's being all cute and happy. And I love him. He's my baby Sam. For those who don't know who Sam is, it's my dog. And he is my baby. And he makes me happy. And I'm excited because I did math. Because and by that I mean I went on my phone's calculator, and I did math on it. And I established that it would cost my parents the same amount of money for a master class, same price they would pay for a master class, for me to do almost every single week, except for, let me explain, and it would cost my parents like $54. And I make allowance. Okay, so what I mean is, no, let me explain. And I'm gonna use my allowance to do these. But I don't make enough to do it once a week for 5 weeks. That's not possible. I make enough to where I can do one and kind of help out with a second one. So I established a pricing, talked to my parents about that idea. Well, I finished my vocal lesson. You're not gonna move, Sam. I finished my vocal lesson and then talked to my parents about it because I clicked with the teacher. I was nervous on the, well, I wasn't nervous. I was off edge. Hey, Sam. He's laying on my lap so I cannot move. Because he doesn't like when I dance. Because he's like, it takes time away from me. He's like, I like to play. And I like to sleep. And I like to have my head rubbed. And I like to get a lot of love. And when you're dancing, it interferes with my nighttime playtime. What do you think? So he thinks if he sits on my lap, I can't get up and start dancing. And so he tries that sometimes. But I was off edge, and I'll admit that. And like I was off edge, and I'll admit that for a lot of reasons. First up, I'm used to doing like singing stuff with. Okay, I'm gonna let you move. I was off edge because I'm used to like doing singing stuff with my crush. Like I'm used to like him watching me sing and like him like making sure I don't try to back out. Like, and so to not be doing that, that was something that I didn't. Sam, you sneeze, bless you. So yeah, I was off edge because of that, and because I never took a vocal lesson before, and I didn't know what to expect. Luckily, only I was able to kind of talk one-on-one. Well, I was able to talk with the teacher a little bit, and she explained everything on what we would be doing. And she told me, she's like, you don't have to sing by yourself, and you're not ready for that. And I literally was like, I'm ready. Because I pep talked myself before it started. Then also, I didn't know anything about the teacher. I didn't know if it was gonna click, if it wasn't gonna click, and also, some of the people on there have been doing voice lessons and singing lessons, and with her and in other places and stuff, I'm sure, for a while now. And I'm coming in like a new person that never taken a singing lesson in my entire life that I can remember anyways. Like maybe I did when I was little and don't remember, but I don't think I have. But I'm also coming in as the person who has all the equipment at home. I have soundproofing stuff and stuff. And I have soundproofing stuff. And also, I have microphones and stuff because my dad's brother was he had a lot of stuff. He had a lot of stuff, like really nice, like microphones, like professional and stuff. And he was constantly gifting stuff to like me and my family. And all of it is very well appreciated. And unfortunately, he is no longer with, and that is part of how I got a bunch of really fancy microphones. But they're fancy, they're nice, but they're cool. Right? But anyways, so I'm coming in as like the person who has all the stuff and has done some singing stuff, but nothing, like no lessons on it, nothing involving corrections. And one thing that I will say is I made a bad choice on song. Beforehand, I picked a song that I really love. Top of my list. I wouldn't say it's my favorite because that's a hard question for me. Like my favorite song, that's a hard. And I chose Everyday Pop Star by JoJo Siwa. I love that song. It's a good song. It was a bad choice for me in that moment because I don't have the lyrics memorized. Right, and so I was trying to like remember the lyrics and like hit my like moments and like sing it as best as I could. And also like that was kind of hard and I definitely messed up here and there, but I feel I tried really hard. And I was gonna pull up the lyrics, but then, well, two things. First up, Google decided to be slow for me in that moment, and also, the teacher said just sing what you just sang. So I sang like a section that I like kind of messed up on a little bit, but I made it work. And I actually didn't have like too many notes, like too many corrections. So I'm very excited for today. But I'm excited. I talked about it after class with my parents. They said if it's something I really want to do, we'll talk about it. We will talk about it. And so, I like got kind of concerned because I thought I had way more time, and then someone had logged on for dance, but I have time. So, yeah, I was off edge. And once I was kind of in it and like I kind of like talked to the teacher, things kind of changed and then I was more like, okay, I can do this. And before, it wasn't that I didn't think I could do this, it was I was off edge. Because I know basically nothing about the teacher. And I'm the one coming in with all the equipment and like doing some stuff, but never taken a vocal lesson before. And on and on top of it, like, I didn't know if I was gonna like it, if I wasn't. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I never take a vocal lesson, and I'm doing it without my crush. So that was kind of in my head. But I feel I did a good job. And before class started, and I pep talked myself. I'm giving myself a final pep talk, just to make sure, in case I'm nervous and I don't realize it. Because I wasn't nervous. And like, okay, like, I was definitely like slightly like iffy because and like starting to get on the nervous side, but it wasn't really me being nervous, it was me being really confident, just not knowing what to expect. And so, yeah, one thing led to another, and to where I told myself, you're gonna pick a song beforehand in case you have to pick a song. Then, and I'm like, you are gonna be outgoing. You are gonna be confident and outgoing because that looks good. And I can choose to be scared. But where is that getting me? Nowhere. If I'm the one that, and the teacher says, who wants to go next, and I raise my hand, that's me being outgoing. And if I have confidence and do that, that makes me look good. It shows I can handle it. And so I wasn't going to sit back and be scared. So every time she asked who wants to go next, I raised my hand until it was my turn. And when she got to me, I had confidence and I was ready. And I worked on the warm-up that she told us to do, and while everyone was going, and I continued it after my turn was done. And like, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And then she told me, she was like, you can either sing by yourself or you can sing with someone else and you don't feel confident yet. And I'm like, I'm ready to sing by myself. And that's what I did. So it went really well. And my parents said that I might be able to do it. And like, keep doing it because we'll talk about it later. Because I really, really want to. And the only thing that's making it different from like a master class, well, two things. First up, it's singing, not dance. And second thing is that it's spread out with the money. Like with the master class, it's like money, like we pay, no problem, and all at once for one class. Peace out.